Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the game. We are back. It's been a week and we did it. So, we're going to do a quick little recap just so we all remember where we were and what we're doing. We had a moment on the ship where Razmus and Remy were able to poke into Philomela's memories and release a knot of whatever it was preventing her from remembering this. She then accessed that memory, and it was something. It was Frederick talking to the woman in the tube who was, still in the tube. And then it went away. She then tried to run off the boat and tried to climb into the lifeboat and escape, but Rasmus grabbed her and held her close, and she kind of calmed down and then went and laid down. The night passed mostly uneventfully. Siltooth, who was up on watch, did see Rasmus come out and get struck by lightning a couple times, but no big deal. Then he went back to bed. Grum got up to investigate, followed by Cecil. And as they approached some large rocks in the ocean, a beautiful song started, and they were attacked by sirens. They defeated the sirens. Grum going so far as to bring one back on board, and Loki smash and Hulk smash Loki kind of do that with it. Almost ate it, but Ilric was like, I don't like to eat things with human faces. And Grum was like, yeah, it's a good idea, and throws it overboard. But they made it to this island of Anici. They've landed, gotten off the ship, and are climbing up the beach to head into what appears to be a jungle. So, Rasmus warned you guys about the dangers of the jungle, drop monkeys, all kinds of stuff, and basically said, keep together, but it will be okay. And that is where we're going to pick back up.
I assume we're being led through these ruins on the way over?
Yes. Rasmus has taken the lead. Reyna is right behind him. And has everybody kind of fall into step?
Yes. Remy, absolutely.
Excellent. Taishin is kind of near the back, probably by you, Siltooth. And then Rasmus kind of leads everybody through the jungle. You go under these massive ruins that look ancient, absolutely like beyond levels of the Empire ancient. Huge trees, lots of wildlife, a lot of noise here. It's very noisy in the jungle, lots of animal sounds, water dripping, the crunch of you guys' feet on leaves. And you hear, at one point, Remy, you look down and you see a huge snake sliding by you. There's a little bit of water that you guys pass through, but after about probably half an hour of walking, you enter a little town. The jungle trees have cleared out. It looks like they have been pushed aside, chopped down, and pushed away. It's a little bit of a valley surrounded on all sides by cliffs, and there are a variety of homes and buildings that are built up here. You hear different kinds of animal noises, the noises of chickens and cows and domesticated sheep and pigs. Excuse me. And you hear some chatter, and you see some individuals who look, mostly human, moving around as you come in.
Mostly human?
Yes. Anybody who would like to give me a perception check, feel free.
Absolutely.
Cecil is not known for his perception, so he's just going to be oblivious to the situation.
I would like to go with my
25.
passive 19.
Yeah.
25.
25.
17.
17.
15.
Oh, yes. 15. Some high numbers here. Yeah, so as Rasmus leads you guys through the center of town, of whatever town this is, you notice that there are people here who some of you have never seen the likes of before. there is a tall, almost as tall as Grum figure whose pale green furred face has almost like a cow nose, and he's got downward tilted ears, and he's talking to a person who's not even half his height, over by the chickens and the cows. And then as you continue along, you see another small person with a dog that's as big as she is, and it's just a regular German Shepherd. But it comes up to her, she's like level with the dog. And more people, you see more horned people, more tieflings, all kinds of folks, as Razmus leads you through this little area up into this particularly, it's not grand, but it is definitely, it looks like it has been here the longest. There is a wide stone archway. Hanging above the archway are some crystals that glow with that same color as it is in Rasmus's eyes. And he stops and he kind of gestures around and goes, "Welcome to freedom. This is home. We live here and work here and have a good time and are free from the Empire's influence and anyone who would attempt to..." And he kind of looks around and you see an automata walk by and give you a nod, and as they head off in whatever direction they were going, and Rasmus returns the nod and he kind of gestures, and this is a place for people who feel as if they can't fit in or don't. And this is what I want to bring to the entire world. The continent, I should say.
How in the world have you kept this from the Empire for so long?
He grins. Well, this is the end of the world, after all. But
You're saying it's just not worth their time?
there's... Not only do they feel as if it is not worth their time. Remember, I don't know if you'd noticed, but things in the Empire haven't been as solid as they supposedly had been previously. Rasmus says as he starts to lead you guys like inside this area. I'm not going to put you all in there because it's very crowded. It's a cool house. I didn't build this one, but getting all of you in here would be fucking crazy. So we're just going to pretend that you are all in this house. And he leads you all into this little abode. It's set up in the ruins of a much larger building. Stones and rocks kind of piled up here and there. Tents have been put up to fill the holes of the ceiling to keep rain out, and there's a lovely crackling fire, even though it's pretty hot in the jungle. And so Rasmus gestures for you all to come in. Please, come in, come in. Reyna, would you mind talking to Lucius, seeing about getting somewhere for our new friends to stay? Of course. She goes off. Taishan, maybe we should let the bugbears know that there are some people who might enjoy spending time with them. Sure. Whatever you say. And Taishan goes off as well. But please, come in.
You said that the thing hanging over the door was similar to his eyes. Is it some sort of effect?
It appears to be a crystal, a couple of crystals that
Okay.
glow with this light.
Gotcha. I'll take a little bit of a look at him as we go through, but I'll follow Rasmus inside.
All right. You want to do like an Arcana check kind of idea?
Sure. Let me see what I get. 24?
Nice. Yeah, this is definitely magic that sends a ripple through you because you realize this is divine.
Ah. Now that's extra interesting.
Indeed. So, do you all kind of follow him inside?
Yeah.
Yes.
As we were walking through, how well defended would I feel this island is, this town?
So as you start to look around Siltooth, you notice one, it's a pretty hidden location. Like I said, it took you guys about a half hour to walk here through jungle that looked just like jungle. There was no paths, there was nothing indicating where you were going. Razmus just seemed to know. Also, it's down in it's in like, you did not go down, but you entered through like hidden. You went through like what's the word I'm looking for? Like vines and jungles.
Just thick foliage.
Thick foliage, thank you. I couldn't think of the word. And you see that on either side there are these tall cliffs, and the trees come up to kind of hide. At the edges of this place, the trees are so high they climb above the cliffs, almost as if and they kind of swoop in over the top, so the sunlight is not pouring through perfectly. It's all dappled and, jungly. And you get the sensation that this place may not be well defended, but is very well hidden.
Okay.
Oh, yes. PJ, you're here! Yay!
Glad
That's
you're
okay, no
here,
worries.
buddy.
I'm glad
As
you're
the man
here.
said, welcome to the jungle.
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. Let me get you in here, PJ. Yes.
Yeah.
Oops, okay.
Yeah, we were just doing a little bit of explore. Razmus had just led you through this little town, up to a house with it's like a ruin kind of house thing that has some interesting crystals above the door, and he's invited you all in.
Okay.
He asked Tyshan to go talk to some bugbears, whatever those are, and Reyna is going to talk to someone named Lucius about getting you all somewhere to sleep. I'm just summoning you to the board.
Wood.
The board.
Oh yeah, I remember this map. This is massive.
Yeah.
Huge, enormous map. There we go.
Yeah.
We got everybody. Yeah, so,
Nice.
oh, ow, what the heck? Ooh, anyway. So you are in this town, and we just finished describing how everything is quite well hidden, if maybe not defended. It's quite hot, it's quite wet. There's lots of, puddles on the ground. There are some cobblestones, but it looks like they started to put some in, and then the jungle was like, yeah, fuck that. And they were like, never mind, whatever, and just kind of left it.
Okay.
But yeah.
Now that you mentioned that, you said they've been reclaimed a little bit. Does it look like this community's been here a while?
As you look around, you get the idea that it has not necessarily old, like, oh, this has been well established, but, it's been here for a little while. You can think maybe a couple years. Maybe, they're set up, but they're not like fully. It's also kind of hard to tell because the jungle grows very quickly, so a lot of stuff has been incorporated into the undergrowth.
Okay.
So it's a little bit difficult to tell how long they've been here.
Gotcha.
Oh, I forgot about Holga. Holga is here as well. She's posted up outside the house, actually, and pulls out a big cigar.
Nice place you got here, Razzie.
Ah, thank you. I'm glad you approve. Yes, and it's not just me. This has been an effort for quite a few years, but we've made some progress, that's for sure.
Not to question what you have going here, but
I feel like
if you're
you're
about
about to question what we have going here.
if you're about to start making blatant moves against the Empire, we might need to start thinking about defenses.
Ah, yes. An excellent way of thinking, my friend, but I need to explain a bit more, I think, as to what my ideas truly are. Because you're right, this would be we'd be wiped out if we attempted a
Question.
full-on coup, if you would. No. I have a plan. And he comes over to a small table, and he flips it. It's actually one of those tables that like folds up into the wall. And so he pulls it down so it folds out and the little legs, and then he kind of ruffles through some parchment and then pulls out a map and lays it out and holds it down with a cup and like a bowl. Now, this is an icy, and he gestures to the map, and it is a not complete map of the island you are on at the moment. You can see the volcano has been sketched out, freedom has been marked, and most of the jungle is just that, jungle. But there is a little bit of a path behind freedom towards something else. And Razmus kind of looks at it and smiles a touch, and this here, and he taps his finger on the map, is a temple. An ancient temple. What my idea is... Well, let me... Sorry, I'm not very good at it. I'm more of the go and do it rather than the explain it guy, if you understand. But essentially, what I would like for you all to do in the meantime, before we... Because you're right, we can't just go up against the Empire. And I don't want to go up against the Empire like that. I don't want to start a war. No, what I want to do is sow discord amongst the people to such an extent that they rise up themselves. Because that's what this is about. It's not about me. It's about everyone. And what I was talking about on the boat is very important to that. The gods. If we give people the ability to worship and believe as they will, they can draw strength from their own faith and perform their own miracles and bring themselves up from this horrid sort of bootlicking position they've been forced into for centuries.
And you believe there's something that will help you at this temple?
It's... yes. I've already looked through this temple as much as I could, and I was not able to find exactly what I was looking for. But I'm hoping you might. There is... I said gods, and I do mean gods. But there is one in particular that has already made herself known to me. And he kind of reaches up and touches his chest where his heart is. I don't know her name, but she saved me. And he gestures towards his eyes and towards like the crystals over his door. She's mocked me as her own, and I carry her faith with my whole being.
Wait, so does the And then he sort of just like gestures like very like about the lightning, but he's not being really clear about it.
And Razmus just kind of
That
looks at you
happens
like,
often.
what?
You know, the little no, you don't know what I'm
He's-
talking about.
He's talking about the eye thing, Rasmus.
Oh,
No.
yes.
Grum, back
No?
me up here. You got struck by lightning.
What?
What?
Well, I did see that.
Oh.
I thought that was
Oh.
just a thing that happened. I didn't know that was important.
And this is a lot of foliage to just have lightning just
Oh.
strike randomly.
Oh, you saw that.
Yes.
Oh. I understand. I wasn't getting what the hand motion meant. I'm so sorry. I thought you were throwing something down, or I didn't understand. My lady is...
Those are love taps?
Yes, it is not love in that way. It's... I do not love her as if she was a lover, but I do love her. She saved my life in a way that... Well, I don't need to get into that. But the only thing is, I
Did it involve electrocution?
did.
That tracks.
Yes, she's... Well, she's electric. Boogie, woogie, woogie.
I remember hearing those.
She's remarkable and powerful and intense and doesn't know her name. And neither do I. And I was hoping... We've looked through this temple. I believe this temple was a temple to her. And we've looked through it and have been unable to locate anything that would indicate her name, because that's what we need to unlock her true power, her true presence.
And this god that came in and saved you, that's changed you in some way, that strikes you with lightning, if Siltooth and Cecil are to be believed, and now you want to give them more power. How do you even know what it is that this god wants? How do you know that they are a god at all? There are other things out there than just gods.
Oh, yes. But you felt it, didn't you? And he gestures up towards the crystals.
I felt something.
Was it? It certainly wasn't of the Empire, now was it?
Fair, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was divine.
True.
Not to
No, you're right.
shit on
You're
this
right.
plan, but
Oh, yes, I suppose... I didn't really think about this. I mean... Supposedly, Siltooth saw me... Yes, she does strike me with lightning occasionally. It's sort of a,
in your god's defense, it didn't look like it hurt you. You seemed clearly fine.
It didn't hurt.
And
no,
it was
doesn't.
contained, so it didn't lash out or anything. It was just off-putting.
I'll take that descriptor. No, she talks to me. But she never asks me to do things other than... Well, she does, but it is never under duress. It's hard to explain. It's more of like... It's almost like she doesn't quite know what she's doing either, if that makes sense.
She speaks to you, Rasmus. How so?
Well, through... Oh, she talks to me. I hear her sometimes on the wind, in the air, through lightning, or when I am particularly successful in whatever I may be attempting.
Remy suddenly looks a lot more thoughtful, and at the very least, we can go to look at this temple.
Ah, thank you. I unfortunately will not be able to accompany you, nor would I suggest doing it now. It is a dangerous place. There are quite a few, well, frankly, there are defenses that I was able to pass by nature of who I am to this goddess, but you would not have the same protections, and I must take care of things here. There is much to do, so I unfortunately will not be able to accompany you into the temple.
But you've been there before. This is your god's temple.
I think.
Can I
I
insight
bet-
check him?
Yeah, go for it.
Is he lying at his ass right now? 10?
10? He doesn't seem to be lying. He seems very earnest and very like he's trying to not convince you, but like get you to understand that this is. Yeah, that's what you get with a 10.
Okay. Sus. I'll roll with it.
I know this is all a lot to ask, but I don't ask you to do any of it now. I know there was some talk of people leaving. Miss Philomela, you said you may not wish to stay. Is that something still in your mind?
It is. I don't really believe your god talk. And you promised to show proof.
I did. Proof of the monster.
And you talk about giving power to people.
Yes.
People who've been under the Emperor's rule for many, many years. Leaves a void of power for somebody to fill. And who takes that power?
Well, not me.
Someone will.
Your
But you
god,
don't-
perhaps?
No, I'm trying to. The
Ozzy,
idea.
The idea is noble.
we also need to discuss.
But-
Well, go ahead.
But your execution is sloppy. Someone will take that power.
For now.
And how comfortable are you with people dying for this cause? I don't care. But I cannot see this going without bloodshed.
He kind of puts his hands on the table and looks down for a moment, and then he looks up, and he looks all of you in the eye. I'm prepared to give everything for this. My life, my soul, my everything. I do not ask the same of you. Not really. But I ask that you at least give me a chance.
Once again, I'm not concerned about them. I think I'll be fine. But what about, and he gestures towards the village, what about the children? The people back there that are not used to combat? How many of them are you also willing to sacrifice for this?
So one thing that you had noticed, Siltooth, was that there wasn't. It didn't seem like a village of farmers. It seemed more like a refuge, not a refugee camp either. It seems more of like it almost felt more like an outpost than it did a village. And that's partially on me for not fully describing it the best way. Like there's houses, there was like a marketplace, there's a place where there's animals being kept and food being grown, but it was less there, like you didn't see really any kids or and the individuals that you did see were big. There was that big blue guy with the cow ears and nose, and then those two little the lady who had the dog with her was armed to the teeth. So as you say this,
wait a
I
minute.
think
Even if I'm sure all of them have someone they must care about that isn't here. And if
you
there's
raised. Oh, go on.
if there's any word of any one of their involvement, are you willing to put people that they care about in danger?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I just want to make sure we're on the same page.
Yes, and they are all on the same page as well.
Gotcha.
This could change the entire continent from an empire ruled by one man under his thumb to, well, frankly, like the rest of the world. Sure, there's chaos and danger, but there's always chaos and danger. That's life. If everyone was coddled, no one would grow, no one would learn.
Great, that's all I need to know.
So, I ask you this.
I feel like
Kind of
people should have to die to learn things.
I don't think they have to die, and that's why I'm not trying to start a war. I'm not gathering troops. I do not intend to face the Empire on the battlefield. No. I want to empower. I keep saying this, but that's because that's what I intend to do. Put power in the hands of the people. Allow that. Do you know that over in other places there are people called clerics who can speak to a god and can access powers from their god? And anyone can do it. You just have to devote yourself to it.
Put a lot of faith in something you've never seen.
And I haven't known, but others have. Talk to some of the people here. What I ask is that you take the day to meet people, to talk to others. Don't just take my word for it. And tomorrow, if you still wish to leave, I will turn the Prometheus around, and anyone who wishes to leave is free to go.
All right. So, since we don't want to get close to the temple, what area should we avoid? I do want to look around the outside of the village a little bit. I'd like to steer clear of potential divine smiting.
Yes, good idea. There is a path to the temple that's quite obvious. It is a little bit. The temple sits within a caldera of a previously active volcano, and there's a small path leading towards it.
Gotcha.
So if you avoid that path, you will not end up in the temple.
Great. I'll avoid the path. All right. And then sleeping arrangements for, I guess, those that need it.
Oh yes, I just sent Reyna out to talk to Lucius, who's sort of in charge of he's sort of the quartermaster here. He'll be able to set you up with somewhere to stay, to rest, even if you do not sleep.
Great.
That's very kind. Razmus, if this ends up being not what you thought it was, if your god is not the next big step to freeing the Empire, what will you do? What is your plan?
Well, there's more than one god, isn't there? Because I don't intend to. And he kind of raises his hand and looks up. My lady is my lady, but she doesn't need to be everyone's lady. There are other options. I know it. There's... Here. And he reaches down and kind of kicks at the floor, and a floorboard pops up. He reaches down in there and pulls out a book. It is ancient. crumbling, and he handles it very carefully, and he sets it on the table. It's got this big ornate lock on it, like way bigger than a regular. Like, why does this book have a lock that's almost as big as the book? And he kind of puts his hand on it and mumbles something, and there's that blue lightning light, and the lock opens, and he slowly and carefully opens the pages. This is, I don't know exactly what it is, but it appears to be some kind of record book or a diary or something from the temple.
From the temple?
Yes, this was the only thing I was able to remove. And there's not much in it, to be honest. And he kind of flips through the pages, and you see there's only 1 or 2 pages, like well, not 1 or 2, but like maybe 1/16 of the book has been written in, and the rest of it is just empty pages.
Okay.
It's some kind of log book or something, but it's, and here, this is what we were able to translate. And he kind of reads it out loud. What does it say? These creatures that assault us and there's like nothing on the page and like an empty spot in the writing, as if something has been removed somehow. Protect us. This is so difficult to read here. And he kind of brushes at the page and holds it up and looks at it. It's... Go on.
If you give me some time, Razmus, I may be able to translate this for you.
And he closes it very carefully, doesn't lock it, and then very gently hands it to you.
I'll very gently take it. Of course. So you're saying that this journal has information about other gods?
I'm not 100% sure. There's bits and pieces I'm able to pick out. I was able to pick out. One, make mention of these creatures that seem to have climbed out of the ground. Then there's mention of, like patrols and all. It's odd. Maybe you'll be able to understand it a bit better, but it appears to be only, not much is in here. But this is in there. I think the creatures they're referring to are monstra.
I believe they existed even back when this temple was used.
What I was able to put together, and again, maybe you'll be able to make more clear, have a better understanding when you study it. But it seemed like what was written in here is an account of an attack on the temple.
Okay. Well, I'll gladly take a look at it. I'll need about an hour or 2 to get through the pages of the book here, if I have some place that I can spend that time.
You're more than welcome to stay here if you'd like. And he gestures. It's not much. And so he kind of gestures around. He's like, yes, this is where I sleep when I'm here. More always welcome to come and bother me or ask me questions or what have you. I don't do much here other than sleep, so you'll probably only find me here then. But you're welcome to use the space, Remiel.
Thank you.
Of course.
And you mentioned something called a bugbear before? Is that a group or?
Oh no, he grins. You'll meet them, I believe. Sooner rather than later.
Ominous.
Yes.
Is there a place you can get a change of clothes and a wash?
Yes, of course. Here. let me. And he comes out and he kind of leads you out of the house. Let me show you the merchants. Don't worry. Yes, just come with me. And he kind of drags you guys along. Oh, Cecil. Oh no. Oh God, Cecil. There he is. He got stuck under a house.
Of course, it was Cecil.
Of course. He leads you all
Went through life
towards
layers, one after another.
one after another. Yep. So he leads you out of his house, down this little path to it's a marketplace. It's not big, but there's some hustle and some bustle. And you see Raina. Where did Raina go? Where did her mini go? Oh, there she is. Raina is in discussion with a man wearing a big fur coat, or a big fur like hackle around his shoulders. He's dressed quite well, and as you look, you see his ears are slightly pointed, and they are talking. As you guys approach, you hear this conversation kind of come to an end. She's like, Lucius, just stop. Just stop. And Lucius kind of raises his hands. Raina, please. All I'm asking. And as he come up, Razmus kind of clears his throat, and Lucius turns around. Ah, Razmus. Yes, welcome. Oh, you've brought some new friends, I see. Razmus nods. Lucius, a pleasure, as always. My friends here require... Well, we've been at sea for about a week, so if you could set them up, make them comfortable. Of course, yes, it would be my pleasure. Please, come with me. Rasmus kind of steps to the side, and Lucius elbows his way through the mess to get up to Mela. He takes your hand and bows gracefully and gives it a slight kiss. My lady,
She tenses a little bit, but she gives a tight smile.
My lady, you are too beautiful a gem to be wrapped in such world-weary clothing. Come with me, please. Allow me. And he kind of takes your hand and leads you to the front of the group and takes you towards the center of this market area.
Such a flatterer. I'm honored.
Well, it's all I can do when I see a woman such as yourself. I simply become overwhelmed with poetry. Now, what would you prefer? Something silk, something satin? And Raina rolls her eyes. But yeah, so you guys are at this little market. There's a couple other people around. There's one individual who has, hold on, has scales and horns and a decidedly not human face. As well as another smaller individual with a dog, it looks like, some tents put up, but there's quite a bit of stuff to look through.
I think Rum's going to go over to the weapons.
All
Let's
right.
gravitate there. And any food that might be around. I don't see any, but...
Yeah, as you approach the weapons, a slender figure with large pointed ears smiles at you as you approach. Well, hello. What can I do for you today?
Oh, I'm just looking at your weapons here. They look real nice.
Thank you. Yes, they're imported directly from, not Pacem, the other city, I'm afraid. Your city convention names are so boring.
Weird.
Weird, yes. I'm afraid I can't remember where they're from exactly, but there are some rather nice examples of workmanship. Can I interest you in any of them?
Oh, there's this big sword on top here. It's about as tall as I am.
The flamberge, yes. It's a remarkable weapon, and it would suit someone of your stature, my friend.
You want money, right?
Money is good, but we offer other alternative routes of the flamberge. We offer alternative revenue streams here, knowing that not everyone has access to traditional gold, as it were.
I don't have much of that. But maybe I could get you something.
Like what?
I don't know. Never been here before. Maybe some kind of special rocks or head of an animal. He's just like pulling things that he knows that could be valuable.
Previous fetch quests.
Yes. Perhaps you could venture into the jungle and acquire some less easily acquired magical ingredients. I forgot the word. Yes, I'm sure we could work something out, you and I, but I will say I won't give this
Reagents,
away.
perhaps.
Components?
Reagents, yes, components, all those things. Thank you, Peanut Gallery. I'm sure we could come to an arrangement. However, I will need to see the goods procured before I were to give you the blade, you understand.
Sure. Just let me know what you want. I can bring it to you.
Oh, well, let me check my stores and I'll get back to you. He kind of comes over to this other table, which seems to be mostly like magical goods, and starts like looking through it, seeing what he's got, etc., etc.
Okay.
Yeah, Cecil, what are you up to in this moment?
We've come into a place with new stuff. So he found a way to get out of the way because he found out he needs to get out of the way a lot of the time. And he has concentrated, and his glowing heart has traveled up into his eyes, and he is now detecting magic.
Ahaha. You,
He's gonna look around.
so mostly what you get of that detect magic is over by this guy where Grum headed off in that direction. But there's a couple other things, like there's a little table over by the strange individual with the horns and the tail that isn't the other horns and tail people, the one with scales, that has a couple of like what looks like magic potions, maybe a couple of other things here and there that kind of light up under that scrutiny, but nothing so major that it is like, ooh.
It's more so like out of character. He's more like on the interest of things like wondrous items and other kind of like.
Yes, there's nothing quite that level.
Oh yeah, no, like it's not even like to say that, you know, it's like just things that are objects that are magically imbued is what is interesting to him, as opposed to things that are made to be deliberately magical.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
gotcha. I see what you mean.
Like a magic potion is supposed to be magical.
Yes,
but,
something that has a touch of magic that isn't supposed to. That's way more interesting, right?
Correct.
Yeah, there isn't really anything like that here.
That's fine. He'll point to Grum to the magical swords and just otherwise wander around.
Excellent. Siltooth, what are you up to?
I'm looking around. Do I see any of the stalls with a thieves sigil hidden on it?
Ooh. You know what? I think as you're walking around, you do catch sight of that little sigil. It's down right about it's below eye level, but you do catch it. And it's at this it's at this stall over here with the big pots, the one that's kind of floating for some reason.
Great. I'm going to patiently walk over and take a look. Where am I? There I am.
Whoop, there you are. This is shop. The woman behind the stall is dressed very unusually. She's got a big headdress with antlers on it, and her eyes are covered. She's got big pointed ears and is wearing mostly like leathers and hides. As you come up, she kind of, a man who is not fully a man. Welcome.
Siltooth is going to stand up straight, present a gold coin into her hand, and be the most polite he has ever been. and he's going to start talking to her in Thieves' Cant.
Ah, yes. As soon as you do that, her ears prick, and she takes the coin and just slides it, and it just like disappears. And she looks, she's basically like, "All right, what can I do for you?"
My lady, I hear a storm may be brewing, and I hate to be caught in the rain. Might you have an umbrella? And he's asking if there's a place where if shit starts brewing, he could hole up without being seen or anyone knowing he's there.
Ah, yes. She kind of, you can't see her face because it's all wrapped up. She kind of chuckles. Of course, my dear, dear friend. There's always an umbrella. We keep it in the basement of this particular shop. There is another entrance if you get stuck out in the rain. I'd be happy to show you where it is.
Most kind, and I would appreciate it.
Of course, of course. And she actually takes you behind the building where there is, wow, this is really floating. There is a little hatch hidden beneath quite a bit of stuff. There's greenery, there's a box, there's all kinds of stuff, but basically there's a hatch that leads down into the basement of this building.
Oh, could you ping it for me? Where it would be, so I can just...
It's basically just around the back. Hang on.
Right here-ish?
Right about here-ish, yeah.
Great! I really appreciate it. What do you have for sale here?
Here, my friend, we have more of the natural goods. And she kind of gestures. She's got a wooden shield that looks like it's been kind of grown out of wood. A couple of staves, some berries, lots of like nature kind of oriented stuff. But she holds up a little bag and tosses it. You might be interested in these. They're good berries, blessed by a druid.
Thank you. And while I am new around here, and you probably know much more about the goings-on of this place than I do, I highly recommend that you keep an umbrella on hand, not just for myself, but also maybe for a couple of other people who might join me.
Well, I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you.
Of course.
And with that, Siltooth sort of bows, hopes that no one saw, and that was subtle enough, and then goes to rejoin the group.
The squad. All right.
how
Ashan, what have you been up to?
I don't actually know. I guess probably just wandering around. It says, I guess it's my background as a merchant. I'm a little sort of looking for the best deal here. I don't have a lot of money. So, but I think just sort of passively sort of going through the shops. He's not really in the market to buy anything in particular. I don't know.
Yeah, I think as you
Kinda
kind of,
chilled, I guess.
yeah, as you're investigating, you see a lot of stuff that is, there's a lot of goods for living, like day-to-day living here. Foodstuffs. Game recognizes game. Yeah. Foodstuffs and supplies, flowers, that kind of stuff. I almost just said chickens for some reason. Chickens are over on the other side of the map. But yeah, and it isn't like they're price gouging people. That's so funny that you just said that. Yeah, it's not like they're out here with huge, crazy markups or anything. And as you kind of come around, a younger individual with sort of an ambiguous face, like you can't quite tell their gender or whatever, kind of smiles at you. And what can I do for you? Need anything in particular?
No, I'm just sort of browsing.
Oh, okay. Well, just so you know, we also work on a trade and barter system. So if you have something you'd like to exchange, we could make things work.
Oh, I'm wondering if I even have anything worth exchanging.
Well, if you don't need anything at the
You
moment,
can
that is
always trade your
okay.
labor.
True. We do always take time and effort from people. We always need help with stuff.
Hmm. Do you have any? Sorry, I'm trying to see if this is something that exists in D&D real quick.
Oh,
Do
you're
they
fine.
have like dark vision potions? Do those exist?
Not really. They might exist, but you aren't seeing anything like super specialized like that here. It's mostly like some basic healing potions, some anti-venoms, antitoxins, poison, resistance
Oh,
stuff.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So they have venoms then, or toxins, or just anti venoms and toxins?
They don't appear to be selling the venom and toxins openly. At least, like they're not like on the table, But you could
I
always
see.
ask.
Yeah, I would like to ask.
Oh, well, there's a lot of wildlife around here that is quite toxic or venomous, and sometimes we are able to collect some of it. Why? Do you need some?
I mean, I wouldn't mind if you have some to spare, I guess.
Well, I would prefer to make some kind of trade, but I'd be happy to give you a little vial.
How about I trade you? I have a dagger that I'm never going to use. Would that be enough?
Ooh, let me see. And they take it and kind of look at it. And yeah, I've been needing a new dagger. This looks good. Trade. And they hand you over the little vial.
Well, good doing business with you. Thank you.
Same to you.
And I think that's about it, probably.
Alrighty. And right. Okay, let's come back to Remy, what are you up to in this moment?
I'll be honest, that Lucius guy was coming on really strong. And if everybody else was dispersing and leaving poor Mel alone to deal with that guy, we're going to make sure that she's okay. So we're going to tag along.
All right. So Lucius has got Mel's hand and is very like, oh, yes, darling, let me tell you about, blah, blah, blah. I think this color silk would really bring out your eyes. And he's like kind of holding a bolt of cloth or a piece from a bolt of cloth up near your face and blah, 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 blah. Mel, what have you been up to this whole time? Are you just gritting and bearing it, or what's the deal?
I think it's not something that's entirely it's not foreign to her. She's been in situations like this before. She sort of nods and makes comments, and she explains she wants something simple. She doesn't want, anything like her dress. She actually is looking for pants, She sort of goes along, and she also asks a little bit about him, about this place. She's lacing in questions to get information about what he knows about this place, what's his role here, sort of like sweet talking the man,
of course,
as much as he's sweet talking her back.
Yes, and you can tell as you start to do this, she and him, you get a sense of like real recognizes real, and he's kind of like, okay, he's playing along and you're playing along at the same time.
Yeah.
And so give me a persuasion check.
11.
Yeah, he just kind of, I've been working as a quartermaster and trade master for a long time, and when Razmus met me, I thought this is a young man with a heart of something, and I'm here to help. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Have you just arrived here just out of generosity? That's amazing. What a kind heart.
Yes, thank you. I know I am very wonderful like that. Now, you said trousers, correct?
Yes, please. That will be appreciated.
Very well. He kind of gathers some material, and it'll take me just a moment to get your measurements, if you don't mind holding still. And he whips out a small tailor's tape.
Mm-hmm.
Fabulous. And he claps his hands, and the tape whoop whizzes out and starts taking your measurements all by itself. And it seems to like mark on itself. Each measurement kind of flares in gold and then fades away. And then once it's done, it kind of rolls back up into Lucius's pocket, and he taps it. Very good. Now, it'll take me a few hours to get this all put together. Feel free to avail yourself of anything in the market, if you will, my dear. In fact, your friends, help yourself to one item each.
From anything?
Well, my stands are here in the middle, so this particular area I wouldn't try and take from any of the others, but here, help yourselves.
What does he sell?
He sells like goods and materials, but there are a couple of potions down the way. It looks like Remy could get some great spell components here if he needs anything. Some food for Grum, a lot of bolts of cloth and that kind of stuff, but there are some potions down the way. And yeah.
I am not specifically in particular need of anything at the moment, but I would appreciate you tell me where I can take a bath in this place.
A bath, yes. That will be over there. And he gestures to... Hold on. I'll get my ping out.
Can you also put me back in the Telespire? It sort of kicked me out for some reason.
Oh, no!
Banned.
Banned!
Bam.
There you are. He gestures to this house over here.
Is there a fee?
Oh, for bathing? No, my dear.
Well, you have been most kind. I cannot wait to see your handiwork.
It will surpass your satisfaction, I promise you.
Thank you very much. And she sort of gives him another bow of the head. And she already knew Remy was there. She gives him a look. And she sort of, gestures to the table where he offered everybody to take an item. And she just goes on her way.
Alrighty.
Got any rope on that table?
Yes, there is rope on that table.
How much? I think Grum will grab some rope.
Probably about 100 feet.
Ooh, okay. He'll grab it and wave it at the guy.
Oh yes, help yourself.
Do
As
they-
Luke just kind of wanders off?
Weird question, but do they have any sort of round jewels or glass?
As you
Crystal?
kind of poke around, you get to the magical table, and there are some cabochons and a couple of rounded glass with flat back kind of idea.
What is a cabochon?
It's when there's it's a jewelry term. It's when there's a rounded top and a flat bottom, usually glass
Like a
or
shape.
resin. Yeah.
Gotcha. What about a ball?
Almost, but not quite a lens.
Yeah, a ball.
Something that could roll,
Um,
even if it was rough.
yeah. Give me a quick investigation check, and we'll see if there's one.
Oh, good. I'm gonna. 17?
Yeah, I think over on where Grum had been talking to that elf, or that pointy-eared individual, there is some something that could conceivably roll.
All right. That'll be my one item.
Okay, snatch that.
Okay. I got 150 feet of rope.
Oh, nice. You know what? I think we are actually going to take our little break here. About 15 minutes early, but that's all right. So we're going to take off. Come back by 2:45, pretty please.
Say,
We're going to
Let's
do
do
our
it.
break.
Alrighty.
Woo!
Alright.
Alrighty, and we're back. I gotta get my mic back close to me. We're just Arden's finishing up her snack, so we're gonna let them finish, but they'll be back in a minute. Alrighty, and we're back. Whoa. Hello?
Hello?
Okay. Hello?
hello.
Hello.
We can all hear you. Or at least I can.
Everybody can hear me? Okay, good.
Yes.
Yes.
Good.
yes.
Whoa,
I'm on the old map. I don't know what happened.
Oh, well, let's fix that.
Falling through life's layers.
From secret
Dang.
dimensional traveling.
Oh my god, could you imagine just popping through planes? Plane Wanderer Grum.
There used to be a ranger subclass for that.
Oh, that's actually sick as fuck.
Isn't that like an astral? Isn't it literally like astral
the
wanderer? or
Horizon
something?
Walker, I think it was.
Horizon Wanderer. Yeah.
Oh, they
I
brought
remember
that back
it was a
for
prestige class.
2015.
They might have brought it back. I don't remember. I remember it from 3rd edition because I'm
They
old.
did.
How many good berries do I have in that pouch? 4?
Oh,
What do they do?
Do they only last for 24 hours like typical good berries, or is my pouch special and they can last until I need them?
we'll say they're special because how else could she be selling them?
Woo!
So
Special
yeah.
good berry pouch.
Hey, Arden, hello.
Woo!
Welcome to Goodberry, home of the Goodberry. Can I take your order?
Love a good berry. As for berries.
A good berry is generally a druid spell that when you eat one, it restores like 1d4 hit points or something.
And
They're
you don't have
really-
to eat for the rest of the day.
Yes,
Yeah, it gives you
they're
a full day's
handy.
worth of sustenance.
What?
Yeah, they're
handy
pretty
little
dope.
things.
Yo.
So if you're on the ground unconscious, I could ponder giving you one.
Could think about it. Because
Life
way
in his
beyond.
hands.
But yeah, I think we had left off with Mel and Lucius. Lucius had just gone off to go make her some new clothing, and Mel had just gone, I believe, to go take a bath. So yes, the bathhouse is available. If anybody else is like, I'm stinky. But yeah.
That is 100% what Cecil is doing if there's no magic here.
Yes, there is no magic here. So
I'm gonna
off to the
follow
bathhouse
Cecil.
we go. Okay. All right.
You know, you want to get to back, you're more than welcome.
You know, everyone is showering. I'm gonna join the shower chain too.
Shower chain. Yeah.
Remy, are you showering? I'm joining the shower chain.
Big guy, you need to wash yourself.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
God, everybody's going.
Everybody get the stank head.
We can be the showers. Who's gonna be the first
Yeah.
one
I
to
don't know why.
like,
I'm just
roll up
picturing
the
like one
towel
of those
and whip it
shower
at
scenes
somebody
from
else?
MASH where everybody's just standing around and like.
Yes.
The race
Yeah.
is
So
on
you
to get
guys
enough hot water.
all make your way over to this little house. It's nothing spectacular. It's got windows and a door and everything, and inside is so Mel, you get there first and you push open the door, and inside it has been converted into somewhere to bathe. There's several tubs lined up with curtains hung in between them for privacy. There's a lady in there. She's got kind of long hair pulled to the side. She's actually reading a book as you walk in, and she looks up. Oh, hello, welcome. You need a bath, do you?
I do.
Very well. One moment. And she kind of snaps her fingers, and there's a container. Or she snaps her fingers, and one of the tubs starts to fill with steaming water.
Brilliant. Do you have any simple soaps, perfumes, something like that at hand?
I'm afraid we don't have anything too fancy, but we do have some soap. She hands you a little bar of little tallow soap. It's not very big, but and then she hands you a small bottle of like oil.
Okay.
Here you are, and just let me know if you want me to pull the curtain.
Yes, please. That would do. And she takes out a silver coin from her pouch and she puts it in her hand. Thank you for the help.
Thank you. This is a communal space, but I will take it. And she tucks it away.
Yep.
So, Mel, as soon as you go towards the tub, she pulls that curtain around you, and you have this nice. It's sort of like a hospital room size or bed size with a little bit of the curtain around it. It's not anything big or dramatic, but the tub is it's big enough for an adult person to sit in, and it's wood lined in copper, and it's been filled with the steaming water.
She sits down, makes herself comfortable, and just lets herself enjoy her privacy and silence as long as she can.
Yes. For now.
For about 45 seconds.
Right.
Yes. Just,
Turns out this is a public swim.
Yeah, so who comes in next?
I feel like Cecil going next, right?
100%.
All right, the same thing. Same lady. She kind of looks up, smiles. Give her a bath.
I'm told that's what's in here.
You're very right. Snaps her fingers again. A bathtub on the opposite side of the room starts to fill up. Here, and she gives you soap and oil. Same thing. Pulls the curtain whenever you're ready. Same deal.
He is walking in that direction, undressing as he goes, as the concept of modesty is still unlearned.
Perhaps wait until you're behind the curtain to fully undress. Maybe.
I can do that. Sure.
Thank you, young man.
He does as requested and does the thing.
There we go. And into the bath you hop. It's basically
he uses
the same.
prestidigitation to adjust his water temperature, but otherwise he's here.
Oh, perfect. Hell yeah, good for him. Yeah, so there's a little setup for everybody to take a bath. There's not enough space for everyone to bathe at the same time. Although that would be kind of funny if you were all just lined up in bathtubs. But everybody who wants to
across
wash.
the curtains.
Yeah, exactly. Hey.
I do have a question.
I might have an answer.
Do they have to take out Grum out back and spray him with a fire hose, or how's that going to work?
I was gonna say when Grum comes in, the lady's like, "Oh, well, I don't really have a traditional bath big enough, but if you give me a moment," she gets up and starts shuffling around, and you hear her kind of mumbling and swearing to herself, and then she kind of pushes open the back door, and there is a sort of a shower setup. There's, the ground has got rocks, so it doesn't get muddy. And there's a little curtain that pulls around, and sort of Rube Goldberg-esque thing where there's a big tub of water that will tilt and pour over you. Not everyone here is as small as us, so we have some arrangements.
I just say, well, much appreciated. No used to warm water.
Oh, it's lovely here, although can be a little hot out in the jungle.
Yeah, I'm not used to the weather yet.
Yeah, it is. It is
cold.
quite hot. Get a hose. Yeah, so everybody hoses down, gets cleaned up. Is there any conversation while you guys are here?
Is it loud enough that private conversations can be had?
It's one of those where there's splashing of water and not really. It's not like it's loud in here.
Is it just us and this woman?
Yes.
Could we ask her to leave?
You sure? You know what? She goes, sure, just don't make a mess. And she takes her book and heads out.
So, Does anyone think that Razmus is going... He's messing with things he doesn't truly understand?
I think so.
Yeah, but who understands gods?
That's a very good question, Cecil.
Aren't they new?
I mean... Right? How do we even know that his god is a, benevolent one?
We
I don't
don't.
really
Probably
think
ask her.
it's a good idea, to be real with you.
Right? It seems like we're getting rid of one master to usher in a whole bunch more.
I think that if it's not going to be us, Rasmus will find someone else that can. At the very least, we should go to this temple, see what it is that... Tonight?
I think we should go without Razmus.
That's hardly enough time to prepare. And at night, in a land that we don't understand?
Well, he told us how to get there. We know what to expect traps, we can keep an eye out. And then we can do our own little investigation without his input. We can probably get there without him noticing. Or without someone noticing. Then we can get a lay of the land ourselves. I'm not comfortable not having all the cards. I love to gamble as much as the next man, but not with my life. Well,
How do we know that going to the temple isn't a gamble on our lives anyway?
like I said, we know to expect traps.
Yes, but have you personally been able to withstand, let's say, 15 lightning bolts? Because I know I haven't been able to. And in the event that his quote-unquote god gets a little twitchy at our, unexpected presence.
Well, if his god is as knowing as
How
he
many
thinks,
can you withstand?
the god would probably see us heading towards there and has seen that we've talked with Razmus. And if this god wants our help, I feel like they wouldn't just strike us down.
For once, I am on the same page as Siltooth. I don't know how much we can trust Razmus. I don't know how we can trust this god of his.
See,
The
even
less-
the Emperor Shill agrees with me.
I am not the Emperor's shill, Siltooth.
Hmm.
I say we do it. We go tonight.
Good luck. I'm not coming.
Figured.
I will see you if you come back alive.
Are you still planning?
Of course,
Are you
the songbird is too afraid to leave her cage.
Oh, I'm not afraid. I'm gonna get
So-
information in ways that are more safe than breaking into a temple that might end my life. I don't trust any of you just as much as I don't trust the people who took me here. You being
the
among
magic
them,
is at
of
the temple.
course. You are more than welcome to go.
There's nothing here.
We probably need someone to cover for us anyway.
What
Are you
makes
still
think
cla-
I'll cover for you?
Are you still?
Hunch.
Your hunches have been very misleading or very selfish.
Well, I doubt you'll find many allies here. If we're all dead. What, you want to trust all the people who kidnapped you instead of an
Should I trust you instead?
Maybe not me, but it seems like this Imperial fool is on your side.
So you are piggybacking on others' backs. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that I know that you and Remy are closer than you are with anyone else here. And if he's coming with me, then I doubt you'd want something to happen to him.
You are making
Unless I'm
assumptions.
wrong and you don't care about him at all. Right?
Do you?
No, I don't like him. But we're on the same side. And I can respect
Thanks,
that. Enemy of my enemy.
You are making it very hard for people to think you're on the same side as them.
I told you I am. Is that not enough? I haven't lied to you
No.
once.
Words are cheap. Actions
Yes,
are
and
different.
what exactly? You know what? Are you going to cover for us or not?
I don't know. Do you trust me?
I do.
Yeah, I do as well.
I don't need your trust. I need your help. Are you willing to give it?
I'll consider it. We'll see.
Whatever. Who else is coming?
I'm bored here. There's no magic.
So Cecil is coming with us to investigate magic.
I don't know.
Go ahead.
What about you, Grum?
Night always makes things more interesting. And I'm just glad to be off the ship, really.
Okay.
But for what it's worth, I like every one of you. And they
They said that this used to be one of those fire mountains. Isn't that where you're from?
Yeah. Well, not this one, but I honestly didn't know there was more than one.
Maybe it'll remind you of home.
Maybe. I prefer just that we would all stick together. I know, Mel, you don't want to go. They say the pack is stronger when we're together. Of course, it's up to you. It's your decision.
Like a suitcase.
Sure.
Exactly.
He doesn't know what a suitcase is.
Big guy, you have
When
a
you
point.
pack it, it's stronger.
It might be in our best interest, though, for all of us to not disappear. We also have no idea if someone's going to be watching wherever we're supposed to be staying for the night.
I'm with Grum on this one. I think if some of us are going to go, we all should. We saw how we were able to fight on the boat. All of us put in things that let us win against the sirens. If it was just some of us, there's a very good chance that one of us could have ended up dead. And Mel, I don't know if you're still planning on trying to go back to the mainland, but this is an opportunity to find out if there's more than just the capital city, if there's more than what Frederick was wanting to give you. This is a chance for you to find information, be able to make that decision on your own.
So, I just realized, if we do for some reason have to run, how many of you know how to sail the ship?
I can say quite confidently I do not.
I had to talk to the ship.
So, one person kinda. Interesting. Wow, if only one of us knew how to sail a ship.
Yeah, but didn't you lose your
If you're
ship?
the person who knows how to sail the ship, just say that you know how to sail the ship.
Well, Fancy Pants, I do know how to sail a ship. So,
Would you like an award for that?
would you like passage on the ship?
Just saying.
All I'm saying is that maybe we should work together on this.
So what? The option is, if we work with you on this, when this inevitably all goes sideways and Rasmus's plan implodes spectacularly, that you'll give us passage on a ship to where exactly? Because where will be safe once this whole thing is gone? And the Empire has gotten their claws into this land.
Listen, Razmus is willing to sacrifice your lives. I don't care either way, but I'm guaranteeing that as long as we work together, I will at least try to keep you alive. No argument?
I want to insight that. I'm gonna use a luck point on that one.
See, I'm rolling deception, right?
If you're lying, then yes, roll deception.
What if I'm
Or if you're
not-
trying to disassemble in any way, if you're trying to hide information or keep something back in some way, then go ahead and roll deception.
What about a persuasion?
Persuasion is more for NPCs because it's not like.
I don't think you'll have to, because I got an 8.
Oh,
I got a 7 on the die. I'll just add flat charisma for an 11.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, Mel, you are. It's hard to tell. It's a little bit dark in here. Siltooth's eye, his mechanical eye, is very red. And it's hard to read. He doesn't have a lower jaw like you're used to, so it's hard to read his facial expressions. So you're having a little bit of a blind spot here.
I have one question for you, Siltooth. You said you're a captain, right? What happened to your crew?
They're dead.
Makes me
Your
wonder
empire.
why.
Your empire that you love so much doesn't really like to spare those who would flow against the river.
But you're a captain.
Yes, was, I suppose.
Not going down with a ship?
I can't drown.
Oh.
Any other
I
questions?
said words are cheap. No, I'm just curious. You say you'll keep us all alive, but the people
if he
you were
doesn't
supposed to
breathe
keep
and the ship
alive
went
are
down,
dead.
Say I
Probably
would
walk
give you. I
back.
said I would try, which is more than what Razmus said. But sure, throw your lot in with him.
It is just as much as throwing in with you, considering your actions as of late.
Well, do what you want. I don't care either way, once again.
Fair enough.
I also currently fail to see what you provide besides skepticism and a pretty voice that you occasionally use to hurt the people around you.
You'll be surprised.
I doubt it.
We'll see.
Will we? Does that mean you're helping?
We'll see.
Exactly.
Damn, Siltooth is so. Oh my goodness! Me, the person that I am, I'm like, I could never talk to someone like this one.
Right. So
But at
direct.
the same time, I'm like, damn, bro, tell him. Tell him.
Me, the player, as a person, would have punched him in the mouth.
Yeah.
Me, the character's like, oh, this is just how people talk.
This makes sense.
This works. This works.
This guy's kind of spitting.
Yeah, and so as this conversation goes, the water begins to cool, and you are less comfortable in the bathhouse, and you hear a knock on the door. Are you all good in there? Can I come in?
Yeah, you can come in, sure.
All right. I was getting worried for a moment. She comes in. She's, her book is a little further in. She settles back down and keeps reading. She's basically there to just make sure nobody gets into nonsense in the bathhouse.
We're not
'Cause
stealing the
everybody needs
tubs.
to bathe here. Yeah,
I like yelling about stuff.
exactly. But yeah, water has cooled. I'm assuming everyone is getting dressed and coming back. Lucius actually knocks on the door and comes in and gives the lady the new clothes for Mel. And she comes over and excuse me, there's new clothes for you.
Yeah.
And slides them to you through the curtain so you can get dressed and become more of a person again.
What a princess.
She's not going to comment.
Using prestidigitation, Cecil cleans his garments and offers to do the same for any of his compatriots.
That's so nice.
I'll take you up on that.
Cecil. I will
Yeah.
too.
So everybody
Okay,
gets
bro.
spruced up, feeling clean, no longer coated with salt from the sea, and just otherwise refreshed. As this is happening, you guys are kind of gathering yourselves up. Lucius smiles and says, "Now I've appropriated a location for you all to sleep. It's got plenty of beds, comfortable place. It's not too close to any of yes." He clears his throat a little bit. If you'll follow me. And he leads you guys over to this house right here. Give me just a moment. This one.
Oh, the still house.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
There are some people, it looks like a couple of tieflings are hanging out around there. I did forget to put steps to this house, but just pretend they're there. And so these two kind of come over and are like, "Oh, sorry, we just were moving some beds around, so there's enough space."
Has Graham
That's
ever
very
seen
kind, thank
a
you.
tiefling?
He saw Crispus
Oh,
on the
yeah.
street.
Okay.
But these two, one is yellow and one is red. They looked very different than Crispus, but they do have tails and horns and sharp claws and
There's no steps, you have to jump.
yeah, you just, unfortunately.
Yeah, Graham will climb easy enough.
Oh yeah, it's just like a reach for Grum.
Yeah.
Yeah, but inside we'll pretend there's enough beds for everyone. 2 separate rooms. There's a little table with some food. And yeah. So Lucius kind of gestures to the house and is like, "Well, it's nothing spectacular, but it's a place to sleep. And no one should bother you, truly, unless you require anything."
Thank you.
It was very kind of you to put all of this up for us.
"Oh, you're welcome. We had the space already, and, anyone who's new to freedom is welcome to all that we have."
Have you been with Freedom for long,
As a
Lucius?
concept or as a place?
An excellent question, young man. I'd say more of a place, this place, but the concept also, yes. Ooh. But as far as how long I've been working with Razmus and Freedom, it's been about 4 years now.
Do you...
How much
Go right ahead.
How much has this group accomplished since you've been here?
Primarily building up this little area. Rasmus, Reyna, and Tyshan often go on little trips, but mostly that's mostly to gather supplies and etc. to make us comfortable here.
Okay.
How often do you guys get new people in this community?
Generally, whenever Razmus leaves, he comes back with more folk.
Do they generally stay?
Yes, but we've had some people make their way here, their own accord. Crispus, I believe, the cook from your ship, he washed up here. We rescued him.
Has anyone ever decided to leave?
Not that I know of, but there's no restrictions keeping you from leaving, other than the fact that, this is sort of low-key, keeping it on the down low from the those in control,
Of course.
And they do. You've never had any issues with word getting out where it shouldn't.
Not that I know of. We've been pretty secure. Like I said, no one's really left, but no one is saying you can't leave either, if you understand.
Okay.
Hmm.
There are people here that I have never seen before. Some people with ears that are almost like a cow's, and some that are very small. Are they all from the mainland?
Oh, yes, those are halflings. He gestures, makes like a smaller folk of the halflings. And then that, I believe, that is Jaundice, who is what do they call themselves? Blast. It's escaping me. Furbolgs. Yes, they're big forest-type creatures, and creature is was the wrong word to use. They are sentient beings, but they're large and they tend to linger with the trees. But he has come here to help us, Jaundice, who is a liver condition, in our livestock, etc. He has quite a way with animals.
Thank you for all of that information, Lucius.
Of course, of course. Now, if there's anything else? No? Very well. I shall let you take your evening. I believe Razmus said he would probably stop by with, just to check in, but other than that, the evening is yours to have as you will.
Thank you.
I don't suppose that he mentioned what time he was planning to check in.
Oh, no, of course not. But, sometime.
Okay.
Toodaloo. And off he goes.
All right, so it's just us in here, right?
Yes.
The other two
nobody
tieflings?
else
Okay.
there. The other two tieflings have wandered off. They're just on screen still. Go away.
I'm going to partition one of the most isolated beds in the back corner. And so we speak with Razmus. We wait for the cover of night. Did we have any idea, looking at the map, of how far away this place might have been? Maybe something we can ask.
If I look up, can I see a volcano?
Yes. Woo! Did it again. Nodding too enthusiastically. But yes, you can see the volcano looming in the distance.
Wait. Not to be rude, but I feel like we just gotta walk towards the volcano.
Not to be rude, Siltooth, but I have no idea how far that is through an entire jungle.
Can I, do a perception for a distance, a rough estimate?
Yeah, I say you can poke your head out of the, go onto the little porch area and kind of look out. You're going to do this at disadvantage because this is not.
No, I got a 20.
Not 20. I'm so sorry. Not your familiar terrain. If this was on the ocean, it would be a little different, but you're out in the middle of the jungle.
It's
So
okay. I got 11 on the die for a 20, actually.
Well, there you
Nice.
go. Yeah, it is. You kind of look and calculate, and you're like, it's probably half a day's walk, maybe a little less.
Holy shit.
Maybe we're not doing this tonight.
I mean, I'm still gonna go. Let's see if we leave. It's about how late is it
It's
now?
like the sun is setting.
So around 7-ish.
Mhm.
What if we go find Razmus now? And then we immediately leave.
Did you tell us how far you think it is?
I think I did, but I lowballed it by just a little bit.
It's about 6 hours march. Yeah.
I'm not walking through the night, Siltooth. I think there are very few of us that would be able to do that and still be clear of mind by the end of it, especially going to someplace dangerous.
Weren't you saying that there were traps and stuff that we have to be aware of?
So we actually get there.
I feel like no one's going to be aware of anything after 6 hours of jungle stomping.
Jungle stomping.
Right. Not the strongest bunch here. What if just Grum and I go?
I think we
Do you
should
think
do.
you can handle that?
Oh yeah, I can handle it. It's just I think we should do what keeps us all together. To run into some sort of beast or monster could be bigger than me.
Thank you, Grum. He does have a point, Siltooth. While it may have been a good idea to keep Razmus out of the loop, on the bright side, 6 hours away, there isn't much that Razmus is going to be able to do.
Okay.
Hypothetical
The most
question.
sus, okay.
I guess, what's the term? Over the table or on?
Yeah, above
Yeah.
table.
Anyway,
Above there.
above table. If we could get
Boarding.
like horses or something,
In the jungle, though?
I don't know, man. I'm like just trying to
Horses in
think
the
of how you
jungle.
could cut
We're gonna
6
break the
hours.
Do we see any mounts around at all?
Ah,
No.
damn. Somebody go get a cow or a sheep or
I was going
whatever
to say,
it was.
steals a herd of
An
cattle.
ostrich?
Oh, incredible. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any kind of mount. You did see like there's a donkey that was apparently pulled somebody's wagon, but it's a donkey, not a horse, and there's only one of them, and you know, you kind of get the idea that traversing the jungle is quite a quite a journey.
Yeah,
Like
might
we
be
were
cooked
saying.
here.
Like we were saying to Mel, it's best if we all stick together, especially in unknown terrain, heading towards an unknown god's temple. We'll be safest in a group.
Okay.
Okay. Then we'll go first thing in the morning.
Right.
Okay. All right. So, a little bit after this conversation kind of fades and you all are settling in one way or the other, you hear a knock at the door. Oh, where's my boy? There he is. Come here. Oh, no, that's Raina. Shit. They're both brown, so it's hard to... There they are. Like their outfits and their hair and is all brown, so they just kind of blend into the ground. Anyway, so you hear a knock at the door, and then Razmus's voice. Hello, may I come in?
Grum will just open the door.
Oh, Grum, hello. Are you settling in all right?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Not used to
Good.
sleeping with a roof.
Oh, well, this will keep you much drier.
Mm-hmm.
Is everyone here? Or is Ramiel here, I must ask?
Yes, I'm right over here.
Ah, did you happen to take a look at that book?
I did. There wasn't actually much useful information. The only thing I was actually able to gain from it was that they were doing their best to defend the temple of things that rise from the ground, claw and bite. They've never seen anything like it, which means the things that came out weren't a common occurrence on this island. But they were ravenous and malevolent, and that's about as far as the information got before it trailed off.
Yes, and the date. You saw the date. Because that's what I was able to. It was 11 centuries.
That's what I was able to tell over on my side, too.
Yes. Well,
Remarkable it was able to survive so long.
I know. And I think that I'm right, and I believe what is being referred to in that book is Monstra.
So you believe there's a chance there might still be some remaining on this island?
Possibly. I haven't run across any yet, but we haven't truly combed the jungle in any way. We found this clearing and the temple and all of that and sort of set up shop, but we haven't been attacked. Here has remained safe. It's only when you go into the jungle that things get a bit tricky.
And your god hasn't given you any sort of warning, any information?
She is not... It's a bit difficult to describe because she does not know her own name, and I do not know her name either. There are some things that are limited in her scope of abilities. She sees much, but not all. She knows much, but not all.
I understand.
Now, I came here to give you a little bit more information about the path to the temple. It is marked with crystals like those that hang above my door. It is a dangerous place. Like I said, there are traps and things to be aware of. But I believe, and he kind of reaches into his pocket and pulls out some more crystals, just like he had before. And he holds them out to you, Remy, and he goes, I believe these may assist. I was able to open a few doors and things with these. But they're only single use, I'm afraid.
Gotcha. And we'll be very careful with them. I'll take them.
All right. He hands you 5 crystals that are about yay big, about yay wide.
And you said they're like the one above the door, right?
Yes.
Cecil is very nosily interested in these all of a sudden.
What do we do again?
He said that they can help. He was able to open some doors in the temple using them.
I'll let Cecil take one, but I'll be watching very closely, like giving a toddler like a pistol.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
It could be a valuable lesson. But yeah, Cecil is going to do a study.
Yeah. As you do detect magic on it?
Detect magic with an arcana. So if you want me to roll, I'm more than happy to.
Please do.
Uh, 23 total.
Oof, yeah. So as you touch this crystal and start to examine it, it is a source of power unlike anything that you have come across before, Cecil. This magic pulses with a sense of alacrity and intensity and decisive power that is not granted from the weave.
What kind of magic is this?
Razmus looks up and it's divine. It's my lady's power. I
is very
think.
interesting. This is very interesting.
What do you see,
I mean,
Cecil?
yes. What has triggered you so? Your intensity.
Magic has notes, tones. It sits on a scale, or maybe a color wheel, depending on how you envision things. But this is measured on its own scale. I don't even know how to write this down.
Intriguing. Well, if you figure it out, do let me know.
This is very interesting.
Cecil will be up for the next 24 hours, completely absorbed.
Just gold blooming around, like.
Yep.
We'll have plenty of time
Well,
to look at it later, so maybe let's go ahead and leave it for tonight.
It has
As
to
I
be
said-
forcibly taken from him.
No, I will not be able to join you on this expedition, which is what makes it rather dangerous. I can't even lead you to the temple because I have things I need to take care of here. If you wish, I could send Tyshin along with you, but
That's
How long does it take to get
quite
there?
all right.
about 5.5 to 6 hours, depending how quickly you walk.
Spot on.
That seems far.
It is. It is not close. It is a adventure, as it were, to get there.
Has Tyshin ever been to the temple?
Not in, but he has been to it, yes. He accompanied me on our first journey there, but remained outside.
I don't know what the rest of you think, but I'm not sure if we need to endanger anyone else. If you two were able to make it, then we should be able to as well.
Very well. Well, and he kind of looks awkward for a second. I know you don't really believe me, but I hope you will see something that may bring you around to my side, as it were. Good night. And he does a bow, and then he turns to leave.
Good night to you as well, Rasmus.
Off he goes. Toddles off.
Toddles.
So Grum is actually going to want to, like, he'll sleep for a little while, but he's actually going to get up pretty early and he's going to, like, patrol around and sample some of the flora and fauna.
Mhm.
That looks great.
Yeah. So before,
Oh.
yeah, I was gonna say before you go to bed, what's up?
Mhm.
But, you still have time, so
I actually wanted to talk with Mel
okay.
before we all went to sleep.
Go for
So,
it.
unless we have another group meeting, I'm going
back.
to
Naked.
In the back. Okay,
this time fully clothed.
Now, are we all here during this conversation?
Well, I'm going to approach Mel and I'm going to say, Mel, if you don't mind, would you mind joining me out on the porch for a few minutes?
She gives him like a short look. She's gonna nod and join you.
All right, then we'll head out to the porch. I
Drop
guess I can't
down,
actually
window
get him up there.
Hold on, I'll get you up there.
Fall over the railing.
There we go. We got you up there.
Yes, thank you.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to lean on the railing a little bit and invite Mel to do the same and look out over this strange, creepy landscape. And, Mel, I know you don't know us very well. I know you don't know me. But I have to ask, if you aren't coming with us to the temple, if something happens to us there, or if we find something that means that we stay here, what is your plan? Are you planning to return to Portitas?
I was going to go to a temple with you, but not tonight. I believe it's a foolish plan, and I think you'd agree.
After learning how far it was, yes.
No offense to your religious whims, Remy.
Whims.
I don't think the gods have anything to offer me. I don't think Razmus had thought through his plan all the way through. It is very ideal. It is very noble. It sounds grand. But it is as foolish as it is planned.
I'll admit, Mel, that I am inclined to agree with you. These gods, we don't know anything about them. They could return and enact destruction as much as they could enact creation, freedom. But what is it that the world as it is right now has to offer? If we were to return to what it was that we know, it's more comfortable, but is it really what we want?
I've lived in comfort for a long time. It is not what I'm searching for. Comfort is nice. But no, you have some comfort, I imagine, where you're from.
Well,
a little bit more than the simple men, at least.
Of course.
I'm not looking for comfort. And these people certainly do not look for comfort, and she sort of looks around at the hovels and the ruins and everything else.
But Mel, I have to ask, what you're returning to, the persona that you've created, this world that you've crafted around yourself, even yourself, how much of it truly belongs to you? And I ask, Mel, because I think I understand.
Your expressions tightens. You get nerve.
I ask because I think I understand, Mel.
I doubt that you do. And she says it with a very harsh voice.
I might not understand gods, but I understand men. I understand people. And I don't know Frederick, but I know the kind of man that he is. Because I was once under a Frederick. And I thought that I had a life. And I thought that I had a family. And that man took everything from me. So if you return to Portitas, if you return to the life that Frederick owns, one day he's going to take it from you. And maybe the gods can't offer you comfort. Maybe the gods can't offer you exactly what Razmus is promising they can offer. But maybe they can offer you freedom. And maybe they can offer you a choice.
What choice do you think I have?
What I've learned, and Remy actually starts to break up a little bit right here. What I've learned is that there's always a choice, Mel. Even when you think there isn't.
Oh. She is silent for a very long moment. She stares at you. And yet you keep choosing to wear the clothes of a place that took your freedom. And believe in the beliefs that took your freedom. Why? Why do you do that?
I'll tell you why, Mel. And then Remy's going to reach up and he's going to take off his mask.
What does she see?
I've seen his face drop back in fear.
I was gonna ask, what does she see?
So at first glance, what you see is a very normal man. He's got a normal nose, he's got normal brown eyes, normal black eyebrows, and then right above those are two diagonal right here, and then one straight up and down. Glowing golden eyes. And just at a glance, it is obvious that what you're looking at is not a human, it's an Aasimar. And
I'm so sorry. I'm actually going to have to call it here. I'm getting a really
shit.
bad migraine.
oh
I have to get up and go lay down. I'm so sorry after such a dramatic reveal, but I'm so
It's the
sorry.
eyes.
It's
We
a
gave her a
cliffhanger,
migraine.
right?
The eyes.
Next time.
Oh, I'm so
The
sorry.
cliffhanger.
What a
Oh
cliffhanger.
no, it's okay.
I must go. Thank you, everyone. I'm just going to throw on the outro and we'll be gone.